Since we can't invite you to a baby shower right now, we've made this video for you.
We've asked friends and family to send us some questions. You'll see us answering those.
And you'll also see us play a game that we created as a family called You Should Probably Just Move On, where we read questions from an online advice column and come up with the answers ourselves.
We love you all very much and thank you for watching.
Hey guys, you gonna tell the baby about Michaela?
No.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have two questions. One of them is that who is going to be an expert in bathing her?
The expert in bathing her? I think probably Michaela. Because I think you'll be down with that activity.
You'll do it. Do you have a checklist?
No.
And the other one is going to be who is going to suck in singing a lullaby to her?
Oh, who's gonna suck at singing her lullabies?
Not me. I'm gonna crush it. I mean,
Oh.
I'll...
I think we were both gonna say you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I have to defend myself. I don't know a lot of lullabies. Any really?
You made up ones for me.
Yeah, see, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that for the new baby,
Yeah.
and I'll probably just sing like punk rock songs,
Yeah.
with swear words in them, to my baby to get them to sleep. Crushing it.
Hi V. I came to the park to film this, but it's really windy, as you can see, so I decided to stay in the car. I don't really know what to say to you because I don't know you. I look forward to taking you places. Right now we can't go anywhere because of the COVID pandemic for what I expect to be about the better part of a year. So you might get sick of me running you around everywhere. But maybe not, because you move a lot. Sometimes when I'm lying on my side, you scrape your foot or something up the side of my abdomen in a really creepy way, and it freaks me out.
I'm gonna cry listening to you sing to our baby. I'm gonna cry a little bit now just talking about it because
Aw.
it's gonna be beautiful.
Aw.
Because I love listening to you sing.
And I have two questions too. First one is, what do you think her first word is going to be?
Radical.
And second question is, if she had to call you by any vegetable names until her 6th birthday, what vegetables you will want to be called?
Radish.
Hope you're doing good.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
good luck. Take care.
My daughter's 4th grade teacher is unmarried and pregnant. Although she is a fantastic educator,
What? Already? Although? Okay.
kids at that age are bound to ask questions and are old enough that you cannot placate them with a simple answer. I asked her teacher what she told the children about her condition. She told me that she informed them she was pregnant, she is due in June, so this was obvious, and that was it. I asked her if she planned to keep the baby. She told me that was her business alone, and she is not obligated to explain her marital status or plans with her child to me or anybody else. I feel that this woman has significant exposure and influence over my child, and my questions were perfectly acceptable. Should I take this to the principal or switch classrooms? My husband thinks we should drop it, but I don't want my daughter to get the impression that single motherhood is acceptable.
It's acceptable! Oh my god!
Wow. Also, she's due in June, and like, oh, she meant
Well,
like,
I don't know when this question was written.
okay. But like, are you gonna keep the baby? That's crazy.
It's your... if you can teach your daughter stuff. Like, teachers aren't the only ones that get to teach your kids. Like, if you have a real problem with this, then you talk to your child about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I completely disagree with this woman and find it totally wild and archaic. But the reality is you still get to inform your child about your worldview that you hope to pass on to them. So
Yeah.
do that.
If your teacher tells you that she's pregnant and like she's having a baby, I don't think that in 4th grade you're gonna like ask her that much about like, well, who's the dad?
Yeah, hey, what up? Aren't you not married?
Right. Like,
I'm in 4th grade.
I think the only way that this would become a big deal to the kid is if the mother started to bring it up and make it into a big deal. Right? And the way that she was like, are you going to keep it? It acted like she thought that it was more acceptable for her not to keep the baby because she wasn't married.
Yes.
That's so much more crazy to me. Like, okay, it's wrong that you're pregnant and that you're single, but it's better if you then don't raise that baby.
Yeah, you're gonna just drop that off at the fire station when you're done? Like, what?
Wow.
Oh, no.
Also, like, you're gonna go to the principal and say what?
I forgot about that part! Oh, you're gonna go to the principal. Like, the principal's unaware.
Right, and be like, she would not tell me what she's gonna do with their baby.
Yeah, she just pulled up. Do I need to talk to your manager? I'm this teacher about her own body.
I wonder if it could be a religious school. In which case, that would make it slightly less bizarre, maybe? But
Even if it is a religious school, the institution of it would probably already be aware that this woman is pregnant, because she would, in all likelihood, have been like, hey, I'm going to have a baby and need to miss some days of work.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like it's already been handled.
Yeah.
Even if
Right.
there's any potential.
Yeah,
kind of-
I think before you tell your students you're pregnant, you probably tell the people you work with.
Yeah, I don't think you're just going to, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Tiffany, 4th grader, it's a secret. Don't tell the principal. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're not a morning person. Because I am, and your dad and sister are not, and I get really bored being awake by myself, so I'm probably gonna make you get up with me. I hope we've made some good morning memories together. I can't wait to meet you, and to do everything I can to make you as happy as possible.
Don't let your baby play with an axe.
Unless it's an act of kindness.
All right.
I don't know where you get an act of kindness from.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think the baby has to find that themselves.
Oh, it's a quest they have to go on.
Okay, so I'm here with some warnings about our parents. They are for the most part awesome, but there are some things you need to be aware of. The first thing is to always shower after Jessica, because she takes the longest showers. And we don't have unlimited hot water right now, so if you shower after her, it is definitely going to be cold. The second thing is that Dad is seemingly cheerful for no reason. You can be in the car, listening to music, feeling neutral, and thinking he's feeling the same way, and then out of nowhere, he starts talking super excitedly about nothing, and it can be really disconcerting. The next thing is that Jessica loses everything. And I'm not talking about losing games, which she also does, but she loses her phone and her glasses all the time. And you would think that it isn't a big deal because it's her stuff, so it's her problem, but she loses stuff so much that it becomes your problem.
I don't know where my phone is. That's normal.
Because every time you leave somewhere, you have to make sure that Jessica has her phone or you'll have to go back. The next thing is that Dad can talk about his favorite things forever, and his favorite things are normally really long and really boring. He'll talk about his favorite board games and books and bands for a really long time, and And he doesn't care that you don't care. It's as if he's doing it to annoy you. Anyway, that's all for now. There is more, so if you need anything, come and talk to me. Alright, bye.
Aside from Mama and Dada and Michaela, what do you hope her first words will be?
Yeah, probably some reference to drag culture.
Silence! Bring back my milk.
Okay, so my question is, who's gonna sleep through the night when the baby is crying and not hear them?
Oh, it's me.
You, me. You're gonna be with the baby. I'm not gonna be with the baby. And you have to take responsibility for the baby in the middle of the night. And I don't.
We've actually discussed this.
Yeah.
Okay, like, we have very different sleeping patterns. I'm a very awake late at night.
You're a night owl. I'm
a day owl.
Wait, what is it?
Early bird?
Early bird, yes. I'm like, I'm a morning bird? What? Yeah. Yeah. But for the first few months, I think I'm just going to take full responsibility.
I'm sure that I'll be up, like, and there for support, but the reality is, because of how we're wanting to handle feeding, there's little for me to do other than just be there for support. But I can, like, get up and get the baby to you, or help get the baby back to sleep, or whatever. Like,
yeah.
But I will definitely sleep more. And
But
by
not more
virtue
than
of
me.
being dad.
Yeah, so the answer to Maya's question is Michaela.
Yeah.
Also, I can sleep through stuff pretty well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll definitely call myself a radical dadical, and that'll probably get annoying. Sorry.
I attend a small university studying engineering. I hold traditional values, and I would like to get married to a woman willing to stay home and raise our children. I am lucky enough to not have any student loans and will be able to support a wife and children on my salary. Preferably, I would like to marry a woman who has a college degree and is smart because we would match intellectually and she would provide the best environment for my children. Women I meet on campus frequently call me sexist. I never thought of myself as sexist because I have no problem whatsoever with women who work in general, and I respect my fellow female students and professors. Just because I don't want my wife to work does not mean I think women in general shouldn't work. Am I sexist? Is there any way I can meet a woman who shares my values, or was I born 40 years too late? I think he's placing a lot of importance upon what he wants his home life to look like, and not enough importance on meeting somebody that you get along with.
Yes.
Because I think there's a balance that can be struck. I don't think there's anything wrong with him wanting to have, like, a stay-at-home mom, wife, like, that's totally fine. And maybe he could meet somebody who's like, yeah, I'm down with that for a while, and then I would want to do something else. Or, I mean, you gotta have some flexibility for who you end up having chemistry with.
Yeah.
So if he's just going around saying to ladies, hey, are you down with being a stay-at-home mom? Oh, well then, never mind, I was gonna ask you out, but JK. Like, that's his approach that's the problem.
Right. Yeah, like, I understand the point of view of someone who's like, you're being sexist. If you, like, ask someone on a date, and then on that date you're like, well, if you want to marry me, you have to be like this. And I'm being like, no, stop doing that. Like,
Well, and it sounds like, I mean, he's still in college in
Yes.
some capacity, so he's presumably relatively young, and that's not the age at which you need to, like, pin down all of those details on the first or second date.
Yeah.
You know, if you're, like, mid-30s or 40s or something like that, and you're wanting things to move a little bit more quickly, then maybe it's more practical to bring that stuff up. But I think he just needs to relax.
Yeah.
yeah, I also think not a lot of women who go to college plan on not having a job later, and then just not working.
I mean, it's not that unusual at, like, a Christian college.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? The joke is that you go to get your MRS degree. So, like, you go just to meet somebody to get married.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So I guess I would be curious what kind of university this is. Is there maybe, like, a way he can get into a slightly different dating pool that...
Yeah.
What are you gonna name your baby? Don't name it Corona.
Well, fortunately, we had her named before the pandemic came up.
Yeah.
So
we're sticking with Corona.
and we'll just have to explain
Yeah.
to everyone. No.
Yeah. This is. I named our baby Corona before Corona was a thing.
Yeah, it was after the beer, obviously.
Yeah.
Hello, Jessica and Jason and Michaela. My question is for Michaela. I would like to know what movie you would love for the new baby to watch.
Yeah, I really want to show her Annie. I love Annie. And I also love all the songs from Annie.
What book you would love for the new baby to read, or that you would like to read to the new baby.
Oh, there's a book called Under My Hat. And if we could get that book, it's so cute.
Okay.
It's about, like, this girl, and she goes outside in winter, and she has all these layers on. She's like, under my hat, I have a hood. And under that, like, it's so
All
cute.
right.
And what song you will play on repeat for the new baby.
I want to sing to her Rainbow Connection. That's, like, my favorite lullaby song.
Here is a sleeping puppy.
Excellent.
Hey V, it's your sister from a little bit before you were born. I can't wait to meet you and see your face. And I am so excited to watch you grow up and learn new things and to see what personality you have. My whole life I've wanted a younger sibling, and my friends have always told me I'm crazy and how annoying they are. And though I can't imagine it now, I'm sure part of that is true, but I know that you are so worth it and I'm so lucky to have you. I already love you so much. Bye.
Who is going to teach her her first curse word, and what will it be?
Oh, Michaela.
No.
And probably.
So it'll probably be me. Since
Wait, we gotta not.
You can bleep it. It's fine.
Okay.
Everybody who knows you knows what you said. It'll probably be me, since I'll be around her the most, and it'll probably be shit, because that's what I say when I drop or spill something.
Yeah.
Which will happen a lot.
Especially when she drops and spills the baby. I would agree. It'll probably,
I am the only one here that doesn't curse.
Prude.
Hey guys, wondering if you're worried at all about Michaela and the baby getting into a lot of fights.
Yes. Not so much worried about it, I would say, as super excited about it. I'm gonna set up a rink for skating. They're gonna be skate fights. We're gonna teach them both how to ice skate, and then play hockey, so they can have hockey fights in the rink.
All of my favorite music, almost all of it, is very screechy and like, and I'll probably want to play that for you and make you love it. So who knows what'll happen? Maybe you will, and maybe you won't.
Oh, before we get to our next question, we have some more from the lady who was concerned about her daughter's pregnant teacher.
Oh, what? She wrote back?
She wrote back! It's not very much, but it says, I am having a hard time just dropping this. My daughter loves her teacher and is with her for a considerable amount of her day. Her teacher is somebody she looks up to, and now I'm afraid my daughter is getting a bad example. I always plan to treat her teacher with respect, but that does not mean her condition does not have consequences at her job, which is influencing young minds.
Condition! This woman clearly doesn't see this teacher as a regular human being.
Right, like being pregnant and single is a condition that you're in. That's...
Yes! Is this woman with a 4th grader also 70? What is going on? I can't just... Did she not? Did she get an answer and then was like, I'm unsatisfied with your answer and I'm writing back?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's what seems to have happened.
I mean, again, I will just go back to talk to your child. Tell them this is what you believe.
Right.
The real issue,
yeah.
though, is that this woman doesn't think that she has as strong an influence in her life as this teacher does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no kidding. It sounds like the teacher's probably way cooler.
Yeah. Also, I would say if you choose to talk to your kid about it, like, leave the teacher out of it. Because, like, if she looks up to this teacher and then you're like, this teacher has done something wrong, they're not going to want to listen to you.
I don't know, if the baby's cool, we won't have to say no to it at all.
I don't know if it would be you or me. Maybe me, because I intend to be pretty intentional about certain habits and things that I want to teach her.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I will be too. Like, I think even at a very tiny baby stage of life, like, just trying to reinforce to a kid, you cannot take glasses off of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, and I think even things that are, like, for little babies that they can't even really control, like grabbing your hair when they don't know, like, not to do that, and, like, when they're really little, they just can't let go. But still being able to say no, so they learn that no means something,
yeah.
and that you shouldn't do things when you're told no. It's like, I don't think any of us have any problem with telling the baby no. But also I feel like I will be the one to at least say no, because I don't get bothered very much by things babies do.
well, yeah, but I think this also applies to, like, as the baby grows. And there's still things you have to teach the kid.
Oh, yeah, but also I'm the one who doesn't really have to teach the kid.
Yeah, you're right. You're just gonna be fun time, big sister.
Yeah.
Ugh. But, if we had to quantify it.
Probably me.
Yeah. But probably not by much.
Yeah, because I also feel like anything that you want to teach the baby and be very intentional about saying no, that dad will also be on board with that.
I mean, he can't make her eat her vegetables or things that he won't eat himself.
I can make the baby do whatever I want. It's a real listen to me, don't do as I do, or whatever that saying is.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes. Crushed it.
Hello, daughter. It's me, your dad. Wow. Yes, just this last week you were supposedly the size of a Cabbage Patch Kid doll, which you won't know what that is now, or maybe ever. It's a cultural thing from when I was a youth, which I'm definitely going to tell you lots of stories about, I'm sure. I'll say lots of things that seem not relevant to you at all. But I can't wait for you to be here. You're very active in your mother's womb, like a wild amount. Like I was just all over the place, and at weird times, not weird times, but at times, and I'm wondering how much of like that is gonna translate into what it's gonna be like when you're here. Because right now it seems like your schedule is basically my schedule. At about 10 o'clock, I get real antsy and want to just leave the house or go do something or walk around. And that's now about when you're like flailing around inside your mom. But ultimately, whatever your schedule is, I just can't wait to see you being held by your mom and sung to by your mom.
I'm a high school senior. Last summer, I broke up with my boyfriend of 2+ years. I loved him and everything, and he's a great guy, but I just wanted out. He could be kind of overbearing, and I was starting to feel smothered. I just didn't want to be tied down anymore. But now my ex-boyfriend won't leave me alone. He follows me around at school during the day, stares at me constantly, and calls me almost every night crying. He even cornered me in the hall on Valentine's Day and gave me a poem about how his life is basically over now that we're not together. I understand he's depressed, and I feel terrible, but I'm so tired of this. I've told him many times that it's over and he needs to leave me alone, but he won't give up on me. No guy in school will come anywhere near me because of all the stupid drama, and people who know nothing about our relationship are all telling me what a heartless, horrible bitch I am for dumping him. Even my mom isn't on my side, because he got close with her while we were dating, and now she talks to him all the time. And constantly tells me how depressed he is and how I should be nicer to him. I know this is just high school and it'll be over soon, but I don't think I can stand another 4 months of this. What should I do?
You should report him to the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's harassing you. He's cornering you in the hallway to give you poems to tell you how hard it's been on him that you're not together.
He's calling you every night when you don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, like, if you dated somebody and then broke up with them, I'd be like, cool, I won't talk to them again. Daughter of mine?
Yeah, that's insane. I don't think you can do anything about your mom. If she's just going to talk to him and then be on his side and be like, you should be nicer to him.
Well, I wonder if reporting it to the school and having the school take some level of action will help legitimize your case to the mom at all. Be like, look, even my school says this is not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also talk to us, maybe send an email to his parents. Be like, hey, this is not cool. I mean, that's really what the school should do.
Yeah.
You should tell the school, and the school should be like,
We have a situation.
yeah, your son needs to quit doing these things.
Also consider how long it's been. So there was an incident at Valentine's Day, so we're past Valentine's Day, and she broke up with him in the summer.
I know. It's been months.
Also, maybe one of the reasons he's still holding on to this so much is because he keeps talking to her mom.
Yeah, the mom's probably encouraging this. Ooh, you know what's cool though? This question, probably pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Now she don't have to go to school with this dude. Hopefully doesn't even have to go back.
I was thinking that maybe she could take that angle with her mom. Just be like, Mom, you're actually making this harder for him because I'm not going to date him. So the longer you keep talking to him, you're just making it harder on him.
Don't give it a pen and an apple. Because it's gonna pen pineapple apple it.
What?
I have no idea.
Aw, you guys are so old.
What was it?
It's a thing.
Pineapple apple pen.
Can I, for a little bit, just talk about how I don't like getting old?
Sure.
Pineapple apple pen. Dance time.